Right there, that's the latest Grey Fear song. That's Burn the Churches. I think the the main riff came up the first. Not the main riff. The pinch riff, the squeaky riff. I thought of that, and I think the lyrics came because it's just like because the way it goes is it's it's easier to explain with the guitar. So you can't see the guitar, but that squeaky part is burn the churches, make them pay. There's lyrics and stuff too. I thought of lyrics, but I don't know where I'm. I sort of know where I'm going to put them, and I just put it out there. But the main opening riff when it speeds up with the double bass, it's burn the churches. So the title and all this stuff it's completely political. Grey Fears goes wherever it needs to go in order to denounce or talk about anything that I don't like or what I'm doing or something along those lines. So this is a completely political song. It's about destroying all of these pedophile child rape um, buildings that just accommodate child rape and accommodate the destruction of just children and I the just they're just really really terrible places and I don't like them at all, and burning them down is doing them a really big favor. Although one of the lyrics is burn the churches, all priests too, because nobody gets out of this without blood on their hands. We're not this is not a happy song. It's all a protest song. Most Grey Fear songs are protest songs anyway, so whether or not you know it. So the intro riff, I wanted to visit all the notes that show up in the song, so that's why it's like da na na na, and then I did 5 tracks. So I did 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and 1 in the center. So I play them all simultaneously. I don't play them simultaneously. I play them all together, and it just makes this giant. It makes the sound a lot thicker, which is what it should be. So I have that, and then it goes into the main that riff, the Burn the Churches riff, and then it breaks down into that kind of moving thing. I don't know how to describe it. Then it goes back into that main riff, the chorus riff, but it also has a blast beat on it because I just wanted to be like really, because that's like the last chorus riff, so it just really beats home the idea, literally and figuratively. So the funny thing is, this song took me. I've been working on this for almost 2 weeks because I had the last song and I just hit a wall and I just couldn't. I stepped away from it and then I stepped back and I just couldn't find what I wanted to do with it yet. So I just put it on ice, and then this thing came up, that riff, and that riff followed it. So I was like, oh, that could be a song. Oh, burn the churches. Okay. And I just wanted it to be wanted to be thicker, meaner, more aggressive, and it ended up being longer too. I think if I put the lyrics where I wanted them to be, I think the guitar would be a little more succinct. It does wander a little bit, not from the beat, but just from the idea. In as much as that I get stuck in a riff and I really like it, so I just keep doing it. Probably one too many measures or something, but that's just my problem. All of this. So we have a main riff, the opening riff, which visits all the riffs, the main chorus riff, and then like the verse riff, and then goes back to that chorus riff, and then we close. And that was definitely a close was 100% Slayer. That was Disciple. That was like at the end when he screams Disciple and the guitar is just, there's just that feedback, and it starts to fade, and then it goes into the other riff. But on mine is just like, and just repeats that, and it just is a little bit chunky, and that's like, so it's also burn the churches. So burn the churches, burn them, and then burn for the single. I wanted to have like I definitely want to have a breakdown. I wanted to have like that culmination, a fade, and then into like a chunky ending piece. So this is 14, 13, 14, 15, somewhere in that range of song for Grey Fear now. And I think this is the first one. The last remake of the Devil Worshipping Culture felt more together, and this one feels even more together. Obviously there's a lot of polishing. I'm not good at this. There's a lot of things that could be done to fix it, but I think the overall idea is a lot more solidified and it just feels better. I like the idea that it's a protest song, and it has like, it's not, it doesn't mince words. There's no nuance to it. It's just straightforward, and it has an opinion, it has an idea, and it wants to execute in more ways than one. So, new Grey Fear song. The name of the band is Grey Fear, so it's not like we're making happy songs about tulips. These are songs about things that need to be done. Burn the Churches is one of them. So that's the newest song for Grey Fear, and I think it came out pretty good, relatively speaking. For my skill set, which is incredibly low, I was able to produce something that sounds okay. So